What is up, guys? Today I want to talk about why knowledge isn't everything. The other day on stream, I ran into a bunch of JPs. There was one JP in particular that you guys were pretty disapproving of his playstyle. You know, you guys were saying that he was spamming and that he was very frustrating in general. One of you guys eventually asked advice on how to deal with JP's zoning. So I booted up training mode and I explained some of the basics of how his zoning works. So when you're sitting full screen here, after he does pierce, it's your turn. You have to move. If you just stand still, you're gonna be there for a while. If you stand still, then he's gonna throw out the fireball, and then it's gonna reach you, and then he's gonna pierce again. Like the loop, it'll loop itself, right? It's kind of like flowcharty, right? So you either have to like perfect parry it and then dash, or you could even just parry and then dash, or block and then dash. You have to move in. You can't sit there. I mean, obviously they could layer other stuff. Like when I say you have to move afterwards, that means like if there's nothing else on the screen, if he doesn't have one of his little portals up in the air, you have to move. But if he has the portal there, then you're kind of stuck. You're kind of stuck until the portal goes away. Think about the pierce as being like a block string, like any other character, right? The pierce is like the end of the block string. Like, think about it that way. You're letting him steal turns if you refuse to do anything about it. It's actually got me thinking. Even though I broke down a basic scenario that happens during the JP matchup, if you go back and look at the footage, I get cooked. I had the knowledge of what to do in the situation, but I wasn't practiced enough in order to execute the correct response. Knowledge is really only half of the equation when it comes to fighting games. Now, am I saying that you have to go to training mode and lab every single situation that ever happens in the game before you even step foot into ranked or any sort of tournament setting? No. There will come a point where you have to practice something though. That could mean that you do take it to training mode and lab, or you could just play a bunch of matches against the same character to learn the matchup. The same goes for combos or execution too. You might know that a quarter circle plus a punch input equals a fireball with Ryu, but until your hands can physically make that happen, that having the knowledge isn't gonna help you in that situation. Yeah, that whole little section of the stream just kind of got my brain turning, and I wanted to speak about it a little bit more. Speaking of streams, I live stream right here on YouTube every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights. Swing by if you're cool. If not, there'll still be YouTube videos just like this made out from each and every one of the streams. That's it, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Keep holding forward.